rays it towered, culmination with the torn rags and integuments of creeds outworn, and top the giddy summit with the scroll of reason that in dingy smoke shall roll over the true self-sacrifice of soul. For such a prayer was his. O God, do thou with all my wealth in the other world endow my friends, and with my wealth in this my foes, till bankrupt in thy riches I repose. Then all the pile completed on the of the pelf of either world at last throw on thyself, and with the torch of self-negation fire, and ever as the flames rise higher and higher, with cries of agonizing glory still, of all that self burn up will, leaving the phoenix that no fire can slay, to spring from its own ashes kindled, nay, itself an inextinguishable spark of being, now beneath earth ashes dark, transcending these, at last itself transcends, and with one eternal essence blends. The moths had long been exiled from the flame. They worship, so to solemn council came, and voted one of them by lot be sent to find their idol. One was chosen, went, and after a long circuit in sheer gloom, seeing he thought the taper in a room, flew back at once to say so, but the chief of Mothistan slighted so slight belief, and sent another messenger, who flew up to the house, and in the window through the flame itself, and back the message brings, with yet no sign of conflict on his wings. Then went a third, and spurred with true desire, plunging at once into the sacred fire, folded his wings within till he became one color and one substance with the flame. He only knew the flame who in it burned, and only he could tell who never to tell returned. After declaring what of this declared must be, that all who went should be prepared, from his high station ceased the tajidar, and lo, the terrors that, when told afar, seemed but as shadows of a noonday sun. Now that the talked of thing was to be done, lengthening into those of closing day, strode into utter darkness and dismay. Like night on the hushed sea feathers lay, late, so elate, so terrible a task, so terrible a track, endless or ending, never to come back, never to country, family, or friend. In sooth, no easy bow for birds to bend. Even while he spoke, how many wings and crest had slunk away to distant woods and nests, others again in preparation spent what little strength they had and never went. And others, after preparation due, went up the vale of that first valley drew, from whose waste wilderness of darkness blew a sarsar, whether edged of flames or snows, that up through from root to tip their feathers froze. Up went a multitude that overheard, a moment darkened, then on all sides fled, dwindling the world assembled caravan to less than half the number that began. Of those who fled not, some in dread and doubt, set without stirring, others who set out with frothy force or stupidly resigned, before a league flew off or fell behind. And howsoever the more brave and strong, in courage winged or wisdom pushed along, yet league by league the road was thicklier spread by the fast falling foliage of the dead. Some spent with travel over wave and ground, scorched, frozen, dead for drought or drinking drowned, famished or poisoned with the food when found, by weariness or hunger or affright, seduced to stop or stray, become the bite of tiger howling round or hissing snake, of crocodile that eyed them from the lake, are raving mad, are in despair self-slain, are slaying one another for a grain. And whether spiritual experiences even psychological experiences, are actually being on a path, not just showing up, but actually being on a spiritual path, working things out in thought and otherwise. Do the people who don't do this sort of thing know what it's like? Or do the people who not on a particular spiritual path know what it's like? Now, if we identify ourselves as this separateness from God, not saying that we are God, but this separateness from God, when you're unified, fully surrendered unto God in thought and action. If you've had moments like that, you want to have more moments like that. And you know what it's like in ways that others talk about, well, no, that's not possible, or it's not for me. And it really is. It really is. You can think some of this stuff isn't for you until you've tried it.